My name is Melanie Sweeney. I am from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. I graduated Temple University in May 2016 as a Japanese major, and currently I work at UIT Inc. Growing up in the suburbs of Philadelphia, I always knew about Temple University, but I never knew that they had any international campuses. And that was back in 2011, right when I was thinking about applying to colleges, so it was actually really good timing. And from there, I've always just thought about wanting to go to Temple. The reason why I chose TUJ, this is going to sound a little bit cliche actually, but ever since I was a child, I was really interested in Japan, Japanese culture, and Japanese language. So I always knew, since I was young, that I wanted to end up in Japan somehow. So when it came to looking at colleges, I had really wanted to go to TUJ, but my mother told me that since I was 18 years old, I was too young to go. I'm still a kid. I can't go halfway across the world into another country. She jokingly told me to go find a school in Hawaii so she could visit me. With that, I looked up a couple colleges in Hawaii. I actually found a Japanese university there, and it was a 2-year school, and it worked as a gateway program. While I was at that college, I studied abroad at their main campus for about 4 months, and while I was there, I realized, wow, I really do like Japan. This is really where I want to be. So upon returning to Hawaii, I had to decide, do I want to go to their main campus or do I want to go to TUJ? After weighing all the pros and cons of the Japanese main campus and then TUJ, I decided to go to TUJ for 2 main reasons. Number one was because I didn't have to take that JSL course, which would delay my graduation by about a year. And number 2 was because I could get financial aid from the government, so it wasn't as expensive as going to the Japanese main campus. The thing that I liked most about TUJ was, well, number one, it was a little bit bigger than my previous college, which only had 130 people. But number 2, despite being bigger than my previous college, they had a really close-knit community. You saw a lot of people around campus. It wasn't just, this huge, massive 44,000 people all congregating in one place and you don't know anybody's name. Class sizes were very small, and it was also a very international environment. You could meet people from around the world, and they all just came together for the same purpose of studying abroad in Japan. I studied Japanese language as my major here at TUJ, and the way that that's helped me in my current career is, well, it's the language I use the most. In the Japanese language courses that they gave me here, they give you a lot of homework. They give you a lot of reading homework. You have to read 60 pages in 2 days, something crazy like that. And that actually happens in real life. You have to read this document by the end of today or the end of tomorrow. So it's definitely helped me with my reading and my writing comprehension. And it's definitely helped with my overall language ability. My experience at TUJ as a whole really helped in my current career. In 2 major ways. Number 1 was that at the time when I was a student at TUJ, I lived about 2 hours away. So I really had to manage my time well. And I had to, leave the house on time, make sure I was prepared, bike to the station for about 30 minutes, get on the train for an hour, and then from the station walk for about 30 minutes to school. So it really helped with my time management skills overall. And then secondly, living as a student in a foreign country with basically no support, I had to maintain my grades while maintaining a steady income, pay my rent on time, pay my bills, just overall be more of an adult than people who were still living with their family at the time. So it really helped me mature and become more responsible, more financially responsible. A saying or expression that I'd like to share is enjoy your student life, travel while you're young, and eat good food. The reason why I tend to say that a lot is because, while I was a student, I couldn't really enjoy my student life. I never actually had a campus life since I always had just one building schools. And as a student, I could only really do schoolwork and work. So I didn't have time to hang out with friends or go party or go to clubs. I'm not even a club person, but I've never done that. Or even, go on trips with friends as a student because I was just so busy with work all the time. The reason why I say travel while you're young is because while you're young, you don't have any commitments in life. You don't have anything you have to do besides work, of course, if you have a full-time job. And later on you get in life, eventually your responsibilities tend to pile up. So while you don't have any responsibilities, it's a good thing to travel and see the world. And eat good food. I tend to say that a lot because, you should eat good food while you're young and while you're still able to eat good food. The advice that I have for incoming students at TUJ is that when it comes to Japanese classes, take it seriously. Don't expect to just go to class, sit down, stare at the teacher for about an hour and a half, and then go home and be fluent in Japanese in about 6 months. You are responsible for your education. You should, make that extra step to go outside and communicate in Japanese to other people. and to, say, read books in Japanese, to browse Japanese websites, to watch television in Japanese. There are so many people that I know who have come to TUJ and they wanted to be a Japanese major, but they quit because it's so hard and because the program is very strict. The program is strict for a reason, and that's because they're trying to prepare you to, grow up and be a functioning adult in Japanese society. So if you think that it's really strict for them to take a point off for forgetting a 10-10 or for making just one mistake, that's because they want you to really be, they really want to help you out in Japanese society, and they want to help you succeed. So even though it's really strict, try to do your best and make your best effort to study and, go above and beyond and, take responsibility for your education.